Hi guys, so I thought it'd be really good because I have gained a few subscribers recently to do a Q&A video. It's been a long time and then hopefully you can get to know me a little bit better. So I asked for your questions on Twitter and Patreon and you gave me your questions, so let's get to it. That is the worst intro I've ever done in my life. Would you ever do a collab with Shane Dawson? I would literally die. He follows me on Twitter and we're like friends online and stuff, but like maybe if he came to London, I'd be like, hey Bish, do you wanna make a video together? I would die. It's never gonna happen, let's be honest. What age did you get your first piercing? 5 years old, 5 or 6, I always forget what it was. And it was my left lobe piercing and I got it when I was, 5, and I had like a piercing gun. Triggered. Do you know what you're going as for Halloween this year? Oh my gosh, so something really cool is gonna happen is we're potentially gonna have like a themed Halloween party this year. Every single year we always throw like a Halloween party here at this house, but what we're gonna do this year is maybe do like a theme and you all have to come dressed as that theme, like maybe like a Walking Dead theme or American Horror Story themed like Halloween parties. So we're not sure exactly what one we're gonna do, but we're definitely gonna be doing like a themed Halloween party this year and I am so excited. If you could only have one piercing, which would it be? Probably my lip piercing. I really like my lip piercing. Roughly how many times do you want to slap Callum? There's no number that high. 100 Googleplex. What was the dumbest way you've been injured? Oh my lord, what a question to ask. I remember when I was really young, my sister and my brother were on like a seesaw down like the park. And the way that this one was formed back in the park had like zigzags going through the middle of it. And I stupidly put my leg in between one of the holes. So as this side went down, the leg like pushed, like the hole pushed my leg inside like the contraption in the middle. So obviously in the middle there's like a pivot thing that holds it on. So as it went down, my leg was here and the hole like crushed to my leg inside this like pivoty bit. Almost snapped my leg in half. Not even joking, it almost snapped my leg in half. Oh my gosh, it was the most pain I've ever had in my life. It was ridiculous and it was the dumbest thing I've ever done because I don't know at what point it seemed like a good idea to shove my leg through there, but I can't. Weirdest dreams. So recently I had a dream that I woke up and I was in like an alternative reality. I woke up and it was, have you ever seen that episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes back in time and then he messes a little thing and he comes back to the future and then like everything's a little bit messed up? It was a little bit like that. It's like I woke up and like my whole walls, like you probably can't see, but obviously you see the back one here. The walls have got loads of stuff on it. And I woke up and practically all of that was different and it was like really weird. And I went to the kitchen and then one of my old like school, when I say school friends, one of the old people that went to school was like living in this house in Jamie's room. Callum was in the living room and I was like, why are you putting up the Christmas decorations? Because they were putting the Christmas stuff up. And I was like, it's not even been Halloween yet. And his response was, what's Halloween? I honestly, I was triggered. I was like, I want to wake up from this nightmare now. How I'm getting messages. Gary just sent me a load of photos, which is nice. There's a load of photos of us. Oh, well, thank you, Gary. That's very sweet of you. Getting a little shout out on my video. The best moments of Summer in the City. Oh my gosh. For anyone who doesn't know, Summer in the City is like a big UK YouTube gathering. It just happened over the weekend and I was a featured creator there. I had so much fun. Probably one of the highlights I do have is doing the gender identity panel. Oh my gosh, to be able to have that panel is like so amazing. There's so much to talk about. It was also like my first time ever doing like a proper meetup. Like before, I've never really done like meetups before. And so I just like tweeted out saying, I'm here, come find me. I was like, oh, a few people might come because, you know, I'm not really that large. And then it was a massive queue and I was like, hi! Meeting all of you was so amazing. Like you've changed my life and I adore you. So being able to meet like loads of you in person and give you hugs and take pictures and I got like gifts and like letters and stuff from you, like it was just completely overwhelming, completely blew my mind. I have a question. How much do you miss me and when do I get to come over for tea? Jazzy, I miss you so much. And like actually seeing you at Sitsy like made me realize how much I actually do adore you because I never really see you. So seeing you was like, oh my god, it was such a good feeling. So yeah, come over soon. Tell me when you're free. You can come over. You can come over every time. We can have cups of tea and biscuits and we can have a movie night and just be fun. If you could create a collab channel, who would you want in it? See, I feel like collab channels now on YouTube are dead. Like it's not really a thing, so I wouldn't want to create one now. Like collab channels were a thing back in like the early days, like 2009, 10, 11, 12, but they were good fun. I've been on 3 different ones in my time. What are your favorite color contacts to wear? Definitely my purple ones I do have in at the moment. I adore these ones so much. These are like my favorite ones that I do. And purple is my favorite color. I do like to color coordinate my stuff and I've got like purple like shoes and purple belts and purple t-shirts and like, I like just to, everything purple. Like purple is my favorite color and I just love it. Oh my gosh. What is your favorite song / album at the moment? I've been listening to Hardcore Heaven 2016 and most people won't like, obviously know what it is. Basically UK hardcore music or happy hardcore. It's like a mix between the two. My genre of music that I really do like is hands up and like hardcore music and I love dancing and like a bit of rave. Advice for someone whose parents don't accept them for being non-binary / trans. The best thing to do is just keep educating them and to keep trying. I mean, if you're living with them and they still don't accept you, it can be very difficult and I think you just have to bear in mind that it takes a long long time for you to accept yourself, so don't expect people to accept you instantly. If you had to come to terms with it, other people have to come to terms with it as well. Like, not every single person's gonna accept you instantly like that. I've been very lucky that like my family have all been very accepting of me, but you just have to keep trying, and eventually I'm sure they'll come round. What are your goals this year? One of my goals this year was actually to hit 100,000 on YouTube, which I got like very, very recently. So thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed. Like, literally, that's insanity. 100,000 of you haven't subscribed, and it's just like insane. I'm eventually gonna get my silver play button. I cannot believe, like, after all this work, I'm gonna get my silver play button, and it's all because of you guys, like, being able to subscribe and like helping me do this. Do you have any piercings planned or thinking about getting about? Yes, I am gonna be doing a piercing video soon, actually, about piercings I really want to get and some that I'm gonna get. So that'll actually be done in a video separate to this. What are your opinions on other body mods, i.e. tattoos, ears being sculpted, tongue splitting, etc.? I love them all. I think the funny thing about being in the body modded world, so many people get quite judged about it and being like, well, if you want to do that, you're obviously mentally like deranged or something. But it's like, people want to do what they want to do, and I'm completely free. Like, as long as you're not hurting someone else, do what you want to do, and I don't care, and I love it. Who did you find it hardest to come out to? My granddad was very, very difficult, just because he is from a different generation. I was very, very lucky that I never actually I did come out to him. I came out to him in an argument because I was arguing with his brother, who was really, really like mean to me. I did a video a little while ago about my first ever homophobic kind of like incident, and it was with my uncle, and he was really, really horrible to me. And I kind of like came out to my granddad through arguing with my uncle, but he was absolutely fine with it, completely perfect. Like, there was no question of like why, or just like what on earth are you doing. Like, it was just like, I accept you for who you are. Like, and I always use this as an example that if my granddad, who was, you know, born in like the 1930s, can accept me for who I am, like, there's no excuse for other people. Like, age is not an excuse. How many noise complaints have you gotten? Now, I always, like, okay, so every single time in my videos, I do videos with Callum or someone, like, literally, I always get comments from people saying, oh my God, the neighbors must hate you. They literally cannot hear you. Like, these walls are really thick. And honestly, like, we can hear people inside the house, but outside the apartment and like the next door, it's really rare they can hear us. The only times we've ever had any problems is like during Halloween or anything when we have like a party where like sometimes people get a bit funny. But then everyone, like, literally this entire building that we're in is basically students or like young professionals who have parties all the time. There's someone who literally lives below us that has a party practically every single night. We can hear music playing and stuff, but it's fine. Like, I don't care, it doesn't bother me. How do I make friends while being an introverted extrovert? Darling, I have no idea. I made friends just through the internet, and that was the best way I did. So I would always say the way that you've been doing so far, darling, just like do it through the internet. Find people on YouTube that you like and like converse with people through there. And Twitter is such a great way to talk to friends as well. Like, so just find people through the internet. If you were in a Disney movie, who would you be and why? I'd probably be like Maleficent or something, because I'm a horrible person. Sleeping Beauty is like my favorite Disney film ever. Like, I love it so much. And for me, like, I love magic and I love all that sort of like dark stuff. And Maleficent would be like my sort of like role, I think. How cool would it be to be able to turn into a big ass dragon? Like, if you don't want to turn into a dragon, what's wrong with you? If you were to create a religion, what would it be about? Fried chicken. If animals could talk, which ones would be the rudest? Cats would be assholes. You already know that cats, like, you know what cats like? I mean, I love cats, but you know full well if cats could talk, they'd be like, what the hell are you wearing? You're such a disgusting human. I don't know why cats sound like Gollum. Why do you choose to shave your head? I'm going bald. Like, people don't realize it. I've done videos in the past about it, but people don't realize that I'm actually like, I've practically lost a lot of my hair. Like, most of this here doesn't grow very well. I mean, I do have some hair there, but like, it's mainly like really, really thin. Like, it just wouldn't grow properly. I'd have like an island if I started growing it. Bald looks good, balding doesn't. So like, shave your head, own it, be who you are, and be like, own the dome, and just look fabulous. If it was your last day on Earth and you had a chance to go see someone in concert, who would it be? But I'd go and see Cascada, because I'm a huge Cascada fan. Like, I'm literally like, Cascada is my life. Natalie is like the queen of dance music, and I love her so much. People always think it's crazy when I start talking about this. They're like, why? It's like a hands up dance act. And I love that kind of music, but like, back in school, like, listening to her albums and her music like changed my life and made me happy and made me like want to do good things. And like, it sounds stupid, but like, music's really big to me, and I'd love to go see them live again. I saw Natalie sing live at Heaven in 2015 for New Year, and I love it, and she was amazing, and I love her. Would you rather get caught having raunchy sex or caught kissing a blow-up doll? Definitely kissing a blow-up doll, because I'm not embarrassed about kind of like talking about sex or anything, but like, I know that someone I might be with might not want to be caught doing that. So caught with a blow-up doll, and I could be like, well, I was just practicing for a video, just not for YouTube. Do you regret any of your last relationships? I did like a video recently about like an abusive relationship I was in, and although that kind of thing was really horrible, I've only ever been in one real relationship. and it was horrible. I definitely learned a lot from it, and I'm definitely a stronger person because of it. So I know it's a cliche thing to say, but I don't really regret anything that's really happened in that like aspect, because for me, it made me who I am now, and it made me a stronger person. And I know now if I was in the similar situation, I wouldn't let myself like be in that. I would leave instantly. So like it kind of made me learn a lot. Do you have any plans for more queer cooking episodes? Yes. Okay, so I get so many questions about doing more queer cooking shows and stuff. I love doing it, but they take a long time to make, like literally take ages to make. So I will get around to doing them eventually. It's just like when I have the time to be able to like do a proper one for all day. Maybe leave some comments down below some of the things I could make for future queer cooking episodes. Thank you for your questions. Again, make sure you come and follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram. There's a link in the description. Come follow me. We can have big chats and be friendly, and that can be fun and just have lots of communications. And obviously there's more videos here you can go watch. You can go subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all very soon. And a massive shout out to Stephanie and Kelly, who are my top 2 patrons. I love you all so much. If you'd like to become a patron, there's a link down below also. You can help me do this full time. And yeah, and I love you, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.